Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nade at Night. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's your host, nadegod.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nade at Night episode 2. Again, if you don't know what this is, it is a 4-segment monthly long show. Papa with the resub for tier 2 for 13 months. 18 months, what am I saying? For 13 months, thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back. But guys, welcome. This is Nade at Night, 4-segment monthly show. Consisting of a game show, an interview, a podcast with Josh, my little brother, and a cooking segment. So if you haven't seen it, stay tuned, and it's going to be fun. Got a lot of stuff, fun stuff planned. But happy to be here. Enjoy the hairstyle while it lasts, because by this time next month, my hair will be way too long and way too heavy to keep it up. It was a pain to even get it back to this point now, because it is getting almost out of the transition stage between, it's in that weird transition stage between this and like parted down the middle and it flowing back. I hate the transition stages between everything. Got to lock my door. It's my bad. All right, but today we're doing something new. We're doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Halo Edition. Instead of Wheel of Fortune, we've got 2 guests. We've got GHOST101010101. There's 4 1-0s. And then we also have Active right after him. But the way Wheel of Fortune, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire works is it is 15 questions, Halo-themed, of course. Every 5 questions that they complete, they will earn a prize, that being a gifted sub. So every first 5 questions, if they get them correctly, they'll earn 1 gifted sub. The next 5, they'll have earned 5. And then if they get all 15 correct, then they earn 10 gifted subs to their channel. So the way it works is you have a question, multiple choice, and then you have 3 lifelines, which I'll explain once you get into the game. But if they get 1 question incorrect, they lose it all, game over. After 5 questions, they have the ability to walk. So if he gets to like question 8 and he's like, I have no idea, I've used up all my lifelines, I can't do this, he can walk away, earn the gifted sub, game over. But after about every 5 questions, we'll probably take a little break and recoup and all. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good Friday. Oh man, it is. I'm stressed out of my noggin. This whole shtick is not as incredibly easy as I'd like it to be. But I do hope you guys are having a great day. I'm happy to see you here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so we're going to get started. And it, again, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sweaty because my air conditioner is like cranking full. It's hot out. I'm wearing a suit. I've been moving around everywhere. You can't see it, but officially last night was the last night that I slept in this room. My bed that was over here is no longer here. I am now renting out 2 rooms, this being my studio, and the room right over there now being my, it was my old bedroom, which I did everything out of, but that'll just be my bedroom. So we now have the night vibe set up right there, ready to go. Yeah, I don't sleep anymore, exactly. Oh, wait. Alareth, good to see you. Donkey, Bull, Zillow, Sparty, Shoes, King, Papa. Again, thank you for the resub. The Dominator. Welcome. Happy to have you guys here. What about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That is a good. I might use that. That's really good. Man bun, grow ponytail? Shit, maybe. We'll see. Okay, but we're going to get started because after Ghost, we got to get Active in here. And then after that, I'm doing a interview with Real Life Spartan. So if some of you guys know him, you might enjoy seeing that. That'll be he'll be the guest on Unfiltered. For Night Vibe, last time me and Josh tried out 5 different chicken sandwiches. This time, we're going to try out 5 different burgers. I want to see who's got the best fast food burger. In hindsight, it's a little weird that I've created 3 segments that all involve food in some way, but we'll make it through. Anyways, again, show is still potentially a little rough around the edges. We had a few audio issues here and there in the first episode, but straightened them out pretty quickly. It was stuff that did not take any sort of time to fix. It was usually just like, oh, I forgot to unmute someone or something like that. But those issues are all fixed. I also reworked some audio systems, so things should be more consistent. You shouldn't be hearing the alert sounds twice. And yeah, hopefully this show goes smoothly. The only thing that's not going smoothly is my body heat, my body temperature, but we'll make it through. All right. We'll go ahead and introduce Ghost. Ghost, sir, are you there?
I'm always here.
Always there. All right. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, go for it. Say anything about yourself, your name, what you do, etc.
Well, my name's Ghost. 101010101. I occasionally play Halo in music. I'm kind of known as the late night chill guy. I don't know if there's much more to it than that, really.
Okay. Perfect. Let me find my mouse real quick. I have indeed.
It's right there in your hand, silly.
I know. I'm trying to find where it's at. I can't find it. So I needed to get rid of the... There we go. Let's get rid of that. And now we are good to go. Hey, ODST Slayer, look at the resub. Appreciate that. All the homies stay up for Nade at Night, the best Twitch show in existence. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the resub for 4 months. Enjoy the email, enjoy the noise, and enjoy your brand new sub badge. Welcome back. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Hello. All right. This is Ghost, and we're going to get started and see if he, as much of a Halo player as he is, as much as a Halo 5 stan he is. Oh, is my mouse going to work now? It's just working. Oh, no. Or do I have it plugged in the right one? If I can't use this, that's okay, because I do have a backup. Always have I think I have a backup. Ugh. One moment.
Just bang it against the table a few times.
Basically. Holy shit, that...
How many gifted subs is that worth?
Maybe a half. That shouldn't have worked. Why did that work? What the fuck? Okay, well, it's working now. Cool. Okay, let's get it started.
Nice.
Why did that work? Okay, let's get started. What does lurking do? It basically just says you're here, but you're not here. Like, you're here, but you're just kind of like lurking, like the stream's open, but you're not really fully paying attention because you're doing something else. All right.
Just Nothing. Go on.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Here we go. So I get things started. Again, who wants to be a millionaire? Ghost here is going to try his hand at completing 15 questions themed around Halo. Some things about lore, some things about the IRL stuff, maybe like some release dates or something, and maybe some questions about the esports scene, since he is super into that, obviously. But yeah. All right. Yes, channel awards are off. Yes. All the channel awards are turned completely off. This is a... I know you guys are used to user interactivity, etc., but this show is not super about that, unfortunately. It is a show, and then every other stream throughout the month is, of course, about that. But yeah. All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm unsubbing.
Oh my god, I can't kiss him. What the hell? Okay, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and hit play. Here's the little rundown here. He's got to answer 15 multiple-choice questions in a row correctly to win. He can use up to 3 lifelines to help him select an answer. He's got 50-50, where it will take away 2 answers that are incorrect and leave him with 2, the correct one and the incorrect one. He can only use, again, each one once throughout the entire game. Once he's used it, it's gone. Ask the audience. This time is going to function a little bit differently than it will in the future. In the future, we will genuinely ask you guys, and we'll have a chat box that will appear here. I was not able to integrate that quite yet, but I will in the future, so do not... down just a little bit. Do not worry about that, but this time it'll just show a graph, and it'll be fine. And then phone a friend. The way we're going to do that, Ghost did not have anyone he could think about that would... be able to be available, which is A-okay. So the way phone a friend is going to work is if he does phone a friend, the first person who thinks they know it or who knows they know it, the first person to jump into a voice channel, in the Discord that knows it, I will drag you in. You'll discuss if you need to or explain. You'll tell them the answer. And you guys, you'll do the whole discussion, and we'll go for it. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Play game number 1. Ghost, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Let me also make sure my recording... I remember setting the bitrate down. I just want to make sure my recording bitrate is up to where it should be. It is not. Ah.
Yep, ready.
All right. 15 questions. 1 life. Unless you use the lifeline, of course. Again, after 5 questions, you have the ability to walk. But you have to answer the first 5 correctly to earn the first one. Every 5 questions, it's 1 gifted sub, 5 gifted subs, or if you complete everything, 10 gifted subs. Plus, you'll just have the title of, hey, I kicked Nadegod's game's ass. And I'll send you a trophy.
Oh.
Some of it I use for recording. 16,000 is what I use for recording. And we got quality options. Love to hear it. Yes. All right. Here we go. When was Halo Combat Evolved released? Was it A, 1999, B, 2002, C, 2001, or D, 2000?
I believe it was C, 2001.
Okay. Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct. All right. Starting off strong. Again, questions are just going to start off easy, and then the higher the money, the harder it's going to get. Question 2. Who developed the original Halo trilogy? Was it A, 343 Industries, B, Bungie Studios, C, Gearbox Software, or D, Respawn Entertainment?
Well, technically, anyway, it's B. It's Bungie.
Technically, half of 343 Industries is Bungie. But I won't get into that.
We can have a long discussion about that
I
one.
won't bore you guys with the details and the facts, even though the facts are... It's what a lot of this community seems to just push off to the side.
But
All right. So you said
we got
B.
bungo there. Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct. All right. Starting off strong. I would have been a little bit concerned if you were like, 2000. It came out in the year 2000. And I'd have been like, well, sure
I think Gearbox made it.
Sure you don't want to use the lifelines? No, I'm very confident in my answer. I think I'm totally just going to breeze through this. I can't wait till I get to someone like that. Oh, God. All right. In Halo 5 Guardians, question 3. Who was hunting down Master Chief? Was it A, Jameson Locke, B, Jerome 092, C, Dr. Halsey, or D, Captain Keyes?
Well, technically, it was A. It was Jameson
Technically,
Locke.
it was kind of Dr. Halsey.
Yeah,
All right.
Locke and his team, Team Osiris or whatever.
Is A your final answer?
Is my final answer.
Cool. That's correct.
Everyone's favorite campaign.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Best one. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
the
a-
best one.
that's
The
a
good
replay
one, right?
pretty soon. I haven't
Right?
played it in 5 years.
I haven't played it in forever. I'm missing one
Exactly.
achievement. I'm gonna have to go back for it.
I'm gonna make a video on it because I haven't played it in 5 years, and obviously I was 16. I didn't know much about storytelling aspect, dialogue, etc. compared to what I know now. But I want to replay it on my own and record that process and maybe make a video about it because I feel like a lot of the in-game dialogue plays into the story, but we'll see. Okay. Whew. All right. $300 down. 999,700 to go. Here we go. Question 4.
Quick
How many first-person shooter Halo games have been released to the public? This includes remasters. This includes full remasters, not we pumped it up to 4K unlimited frame rate. This means like we went back and made it the exact experience you remember 10 years ago. Asterisk. But is it A, 4, B, 9, C, 7, or D, 10? Again, anyone in chat, keep your answer to yourself. I'm
This
not
one's
sure.
a bit. So we're counting. So we're counting CE.
First-person shooter.
How many
games.
first-person Halo games have there been released? So we got
And if
CE
there was an anniversary,
2.
and if there was an anniversary, that's included. But if it was like re-released on PC, or if it was quote unquote
So
mastered.
we're not counting MCC PC. Or are we counting Halo 2 Vista?
Nope.
Or Halo 2 or Halo
If it
CE
was,
on PC?
if it could be quote unquote considered a potential different game, like they marketed it as a different, like a genuine upgrade, the way they did Halo 2 Anniversary, yes. But them saying Halo Reach 4K, like unlimited frame rate, that's not enough of a difference. That's still the same game. But like Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 2, they play completely different because they're built on different engines.
Yeah, like in CE, I think counts as a separate one as well because it had its own solitary release.
Yep.
So you got CE's remaster, 2 H2A, 3 Reach, 5, and then ODST. Leaves me at 8. Uh-oh, I'm missing one. So it's got to be 9 then, right?
No, don't look to me. I'm just the teacher. All right, I can't give out these answers.
What am I missing?
Teacher. What are you missing?
Both CEs, both Halo 2s, Halo 3, Reach, ODST. That gives me 7.
Are you missing any?
I am skipping over something because my mind is now flooded.
Donkey's like,
I don't want to take up too much
like such
time.
an odd order.
It is a pain. It's either 7 or 9. I just
Would you like to use one of your lifelines?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a 50-50 because my brain's gonna
what is
screw up on it.
Gonna do?
Watch it take the 4 or the 10 or something.
Is that the 4 or
so
9?
it's got to be 9.
Okay. Is 9
It's
your
gotta
final
be
answer?
Yeah.
Okay. That is correct. You burned yourself $500. Yes. The one you were missing, I don't remember you ever saying, was Halo 4.
Oh my God.
Come out of your mouth. You legit were like, Halo Reach, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 5, and then I was like, Halo 4.
That's like the best Call of Duty ever.
Yeah, I genuinely thought you were maybe going to forget ODST. I forget ODST too many times, and I'm like, fuck, I forget that one exists.
I can't count. Ghost can't count. That's
Halo
that's
Reach, Halo 5. We didn't have anything in between that.
No, I tripped myself up trying to think of the remasters and everything.
Fair. Okay. $500 earned. Chat, how you feeling? How far? I want to see some predictions. How far do you think you think Ghost is gonna make it? How many questions? We are 4 questions down. Got 11 more to go. Donkey, none of the above. Oh, jeez. Ghost knows everything about Halo 5. And ask him about heavy aim. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, do not type answers in chat. Keep it to yourself. Because I'm sure he doesn't even have the chat open to begin with. He doesn't need to because he can see everything.
Discord up.
But
well, I am lurking, but
there's money involved. You can't trust anybody.
Oh wow!
No, the $25 max.
My heart. And the half a sub for fixing your mouse.
Yeah, boy, there you go. All right, cool. 100K realistically, 16K at most. Oh, geez. 100K realistically. Okay. All right. Well, on to the next question. This is the 1 sub question. If you answer this correctly, you will earn the 1 sub. And we will... Time is it 35? Yeah, let's take a short little break. What gun is Master Chief holding on the cover of Halo 2? Is it A, an assault rifle, B, a battle rifle, C, a sniper rifle, or D, a submachine gun?
I believe it's a submachine gun. Isn't it a dual-wield submachine gun, sir? D?
Is that your final answer?
I believe so.
All right. That is correct. Congratulations. You have won yourself $1,000 and 1 gifted sub. Farther than anyone has so far. At least you're the farthest anyone's made it so far. All right. Moving on to the $2,000 question. Here we go. Snipe Down won the 2016 Halo 5 X Games Aspen event. What team was he a part of? Did A,
this is interesting.
Tox, B, Optic Gaming, C, Evil Geniuses, or D, Team Envy?
This one's a bit tough because I think he was on Envy and Evil Geniuses at some point, but I don't remember which was which. I want to say early on it was Evil Geniuses because that was when Lethal left can't remember if this was when Lethal leaves and then he goes with the boys and joins what the hell were they in the beginning?
When did they have that whole Bravo interview? Little therapy session.
Yeah.
We remember
God, that whole thing was a mess. Jesus. Oh man. So if I get this wrong, I just lose everything, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You would lose everything. But again, you still have 2 lifelines.
Yeah.
Sometimes your gut knows, you know. It's been around. It could have been, you know, a little forward in time a little bit. It's like, I know the answer.
What are you insinuating? No.
I don't know what I'm insinuating at the moment. I just talked my ass off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I'm pretty sure he was on both. I think Envy was like the super group they made afterwards to beat like Lethal's team because it was like Snipe Down and I think Pistola and like some others. But I want to say
so much about the esports after this and so much about the history of players after forming all these questions involving it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these players will legit...
You're asking a person that can't count to 4 what team Snipe Down was on in 2016. This is a rough one. But man, I want to say it was EG because it just makes sense because I want to say Envy was afterwards because they had that big thing with Snipe Down beating Lethal and then it ironically turned out to be Splice, the team of like 12-year-old crackheads that flew around the map.
I thought that was the funniest thing that like a bunch of young kiddos like literally growing up in the Halo 5 days were like, what's up? What's up? Get the fuck out of here, boomer.
They had some good games too.
They did. I remember watching it, dude.
Forth.
Oh man, crazy stuff.
I'm gonna risk it because I'm a stupid Halo player and say C, Evil Geniuses. I do not know if this is right. I have no clue to be honest.
Final answer.
It's one or the other.
Final answer?
Let's do it. Screw it. I don't care.
He is correct!
Hey!
It is indeed Evil Geniuses at the same place they did the whole Bravo therapy session saying they made it a show about the rivalry between Lethal and Snipe Down, and it was silly, but I don't know. It was probably cringy for them, but it was cute. It's cute. Whew. All right.
Ooh, that one got me a little anxious. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is my mic a little bit quiet, Mace? Let me turn, here. Let me turn Ghost down just a little bit.
Wow, rude.
Should be decent. Oh!
Perfect.
Blaine David, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Easily covered by the beautiful person's mic. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Is it really? Okay. Let me put a little bit of a gain on it. And we got this. A-okay. Easy, 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 easy. Just do this. Boom. Gain. Boom. Slap that. Spread that one on a cracker.
No, I'm too loud. Is it? I can
no,
just
you're
back
good.
off the mic.
I have moved some things around in terms of my audio, so I'm just gonna crank it about 2 decibels,
Is
and that
this
should be good.
Did I sound all right back here?
Let me just put about 10 feet between me and my microphone, and there we go.
Go in the
Mace,
other room. I'll just yell.
There should be about 2 decibels louder, so it should be good now. Okay. If not, then I'll review the footage later and make some all that jazz. Oh, gotta go up, 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 up. Down, down, down. Beautiful. All right. He's got the $2,000 question. Let's move on to 4,000. Or that was the one. 4,000. Yeah. Here we go. Tell him to make it count. Who said this quote? Was it A, Emil, B, Douglas, C, Master Chief, or D, George?
I believe this is a very Reach quote. I think it is our friend Jorge over there. Tell him to make it count. Oh, it's been a long time since I played Reach.
Every person who's got like every Halo Reach quote like ingrained in their brain is like, this is fucking what?
These dudes are like, dude, I know this. Dude, it's been like, I don't know, 15 years, whatever game.
We're coming up on 11.
Years.
Coming up on 11.
Yeah.
True
like
Halo
I said,
fan over
15
here,
years.
True Halo fan. He's played too much Halo 5. He's forgotten about the rest of it.
Tell him to make it count. This sounds like a quote. Because Emil has the what is it? you want some too at the end when he's getting all stabbed up. So I want to say this is.
Exactly those words. Not a word incorrect there.
I want to say, again, because I'm a stupid Halo kid. Who the hell is Douglas? D. Yo, I'm just gonna say D. No, I don't give a shit. I think it's George. I think it was.
I think it's George. I don't give a shit. Final answer.
I think it was when he tosses Noble 6 out and he's doing the bravado thing and he's like, tell him make it count. Just chucks him out.
Final answer.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You are correct.
Cool.
It is
Who's
in
Douglas?
fact George. The journey was rough, but we made it there. The journey was really rough. We made it there. Oh, man. Okay, $4,000. Complete.
Can that be my quote? Who the hell's Douglas?
I'll plaster it all over Twitter. Don't worry. Every time I come in your chat, I'll be like, "Hey, so who's Douglas? Who's Douglas, my man?"
Who the fuck's Douglas? It must not be that memorable. Sucks to be him.
He got his shit kicked in by Atriox. And then took his shoulder and went crushed it. Okay. $8,000 question. Here we go. In Halo 2, when Master Chief popped out of the teleporter and spooked the Grunt, what gun did he acquire from the Grunt? Was it A, plasma pistol, B, needler, C, brute plasma rifle, or D, carbine?
Well, I would say just from common sense, it's got to be like a plasma pistol or like a needler, because grunts don't roll with carbines. I don't think they roll with the rifles either, as far as I remember in 2. It's been a hot minute, of course.
Energy sword. Yeah, he's holding it for
Pops
someone.
out a brute hammer or something.
I'd be surprised if we could even carry that thing. Adge, how you doing?
But that's a little rough because I don't know which of the two, because again, it's a 50-50. They more commonly carry the pistol, but dang, dude, you want to do the ask the audience thing?
Okay. We'll
Just
go ahead and
see
ask
what
the
happens.
audience. He is using one of his lifelines. Here we go.
Really?
Seems that the audience is really shooting for answer B. They think it might be answer A. It may be D, and it's absolutely not C.
All right. Well, it would make sense if it's a needler, because I imagine that's you pop out and then you spawn in and you have the needler. I don't remember this moment at all, really. Heaven forbid. I'll roll with it. I'll let the fake audience screw me and then blame it. B it is. That makes sense as a useful
Final answer?
weapon. Sure, let's do it.
Correct.
Cool.
$8,000 secure. Moving on. Getting up there. Here we go. Kurz, this would have to be a predestined position to fill. We have 2 guests on tonight. It is Ghost, who we're with right now, and then Active comes on next, and then we move on to Unfiltered. But yes, in the cutscene of Halo 2, the Prophets are on Covenant TV, Channel 5 News, and they're like, hey, great journey is nigh, yada yada, no need to worry, it's all going to be all right, it's all going to be fine.
Mention Douglas real quick.
Don't worry about the Spartan Douglas in the basement. You won't even make it up here. He's like this, and then Master Chief teleports in, thanks to the Gravemind, rolls, looks at a grunt who's manning a camera, he turns around and he goes, boo. And he goes, wah, wah, throws a needle up in the air. He grabs it, go, and then he's like, kill the demon. And then they like, out of there. And then you spawn into Gravemind with the needler. And then about 3 hours of you just continuously dying while on Legendary. And you continuously are asking yourself, why would I do this? Why am I doing this? Do I hate myself this much? Okay. and it's just literal hell. You'll die instantly as soon as you spawn in. It's not fun at all.
Sounds like great fun.
Oh yeah, it's great. But yeah, okay. Here we go. $8,000 secure.
Sure.
$16,000 next. Here we go. Who won the 2016 Halo World Championship? Was it A, Team Allegiance, B, Evil Geniuses, C, Counter Logic Gaming, or D, Elevate?
This kind of sucks because my memory is bad. I want to say it's CLG because they won most of everything back then. But again, like EG was pretty good, and I think Elevate. All of these teams are good. Duh, they're pro teams. But CLG was like the most winningest team outside of Splice being absurdly dominant towards the end. So I want to say that's it, but I don't know if there was any like fluke wins outside of that. Was
the whole
this,
championship?
I suppose I can't ask for 2016 was like the first big one, I think. Let's do CLG.
All right.
C.
Final answer?
Sure.
Here we go. Is it C, Counter Logic Gaming? One more final reminder, if you know it in the chat, keep it to yourself, please. Keep it to yourself. Thank you. You are correct! Counter Logic Gaming before they eventually became Optic Gaming, and then before they eventually became Tox Gaming, and then eventually they are now Sentinels.
Yeah,
those
poor dudes, man.
Every championship, I was like, for the love of God, can someone please beat these 4 dudes? And they couldn't. And then finally Splice came in, but they just kept winning, and then Optic was like, you know, we're out of here. And then they were left out of the team, and then they formed Tox, and then I can't imagine how stressful that whole area must be.
Yeah.
Lordy.
There's something for sure.
You motherfuckers were really on Halo 5 in 2016. They spawned with ARs on the stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
yes,
comp
did.
settings were something back then.
Oh, the bitrate dip. Oh, the bitrate did dip a little bit. Give it a sec. It's gonna come back up. It's at 2,000. The bitrate may dip here and there. I still need to get a Cox guy out to fully fix this yet again. But yeah. So you can't apply for this show. I just willingly ask whoever I think would have fun with it and who I think they would be good. So yeah. Wrong chat. Yeah, wrong chat, John. All right. Here we go. This is the 5 gifted sub question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Here we go. $25,000. And we're good for time. What? It's kind of a twofer here from the last one. What was the total prize pool for the 2016 Halo World Championship? I know you said you weren't good with numbers. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I apologize. Unfortunately, the game did not format this with the commas and the money sign, but I'll name them out. A, 2.5 million. B, 1 million. C, 2 million. Or D, 3 million. You still have 1 lifeline left if anyone in the chat thinks they know it.
Oh, man. I legit might ask someone in chat, because here's the thing. So I think it was 1 million, but then they added on like a bunch of extra money they made from Rex and stuff to like super fund it, but I don't remember what that ended at. Ooh, that's a rough one, man. So I'm guessing it's more than 1 million. I think it must be one of the 2 million ones. It's just which one
Microtransactions
is it, right?
make so much more money than people think they do.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
and that's what they used. They super funded the thing because it was going to be 1 million, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna fund tournaments and stuff." They used it progressively throughout the lifespan of Halo 5 to fund stuff, which was cool, but this was the biggest one for sure. I just, holy damn, do I not remember. It sucks because I think it's one of those rough things where first place was 1 million, I think. No, I'm gonna phone someone from the audience, and hopefully they know the answer.
All right. Anybody in chat that is in the Discord that knows this answer, first person to join a VC, I will pull them in, and you and Ghost can discuss the answer. All right? You must have a working microphone, and you must know the answer. All right. Here we go. Slayer was the first one. Slayer?
Hi.
Hello. What? Oh, check 1 2.
You're good.
Okay, cool. I can hear you. All right. You and Ghost can go ahead and discuss.
All right, Slayer. So what
right,
was
hi.
the total prize pool?
Well, obviously, they make tons of money off those Halo 5 gold packs.
They did.
So, I'm 2.5 million.
You're pretty sure on this? It's 2.5?
I'm pretty sure on this. I'm pretty sure.
I was leaning towards it. I knew it was one of the 2 millions. I just wasn't really sure which one. Well,
I say go for it.
You're 100% on it?
Yep.
All right. Well,
Good luck.
that's the end of our timer.
All right. So final answer is A.
Yeah, I guess I honestly I might as well go for it, right? I don't. Yeah, screw it.
Okay.
Let's
Show us
see
the
it.
money. It is correct. $25,000 going to Ghost, and that means he's getting 5 gifted subs to his channel.
You said I wasn't going to make it press 16?
Oh, all right.
As I limp past 25.
Limping. Whew. We move on to the next question. He has used up all 3 of his lifelines. The only thing he has left is his wit and synonym. Next question. On what planet did humans first encounter the Covenant? Was it A, Earth, B, Onyx, C, Harvest, or D, Reach?
That's interesting, because I remember reading Harvest or whatever. I don't remember if Reach is technically...
So you've read the book?
For sure, but that was also whenever the book came out.
22 years ago.
Huh?
20-some years ago.
Yeah, 20 so, yeah. It was quite a bit ago. Because didn't it have Johnson was like the main POV character?
I never read it.
Oh, you didn't read it? Interesting.
Nope. I should. There's so many to read, but I have not.
Well, it's one of these deals. Oh, shit. Well, chat. Well, I can't look at chat. Should I just go for it, chat? You can tell me if they're gonna say go.
What are you guys
for it
thinking?
anyway.
Okay, he's got 2 options.
I'm not
He can
asking
just
for an
go
answer.
for it,
I'm just saying, should I?
or
just
he can
say
take the
fucking
5 gifted subs and he can walk. If he gets this incorrect, he loses it all. Keep in mind, he's starting to 5 gifted subs. Does he want to risk this?
I'm teeter-tottering between Reach and Harvest. I think it's Harvest. This is one of those lore things that's because I know Reach, obviously, like you in the game, it's the fall of Reach and all that, and it's also the book, and they don't understand the Covenant language or anything. You hear them in their actual dialect and all that stuff. You don't hear them in English, because it's like their first contact with it. But I want to say Harvest is also like that. I just can't remember. How's chat feeling? Do they want me to just fucking go
Chad,
for
what are you
it?
thinking? Donkey's like, stop with the easy questions. Listen, Donkey. Not
That's
everyone
not
you
easy.
know has played the Halo campaigns 1,000 times each, all right? I base these questions around what I believed that they may or may not have known.
Yeah, it's the difference between me immediately knowing CLG 1 2016 Worlds and this,
Yeah, this,
right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, again, like I said, Reach is
All right.
the language.
Chat, what are you
thing.
thinking? Should he go with his gut or should he walk? What do you think? You've heard him talk. You've heard him discuss with himself. What are you thinking? Should he go and walk and take his moolah, or should he keep trying? and see how far I can get here.
Because even if we get past this one, it only gets harder.
Slayer says go. Nava says continue on. Sarah said just not answer.
They say go for it.
Ignoring
That's a
says
very
go
Halo
for it.
answer, right?
Struggle says
Challenge
yeet.
one shot.
Donkey says go with the gut.
I'm gonna say
That's yourself.
Harvest then, because I remember. I think Harvest is the one where it's like Johnson, and I think he's training people or something, and then they essentially experience like Reach, except it's a different planet, and it's their first contact. I wanna say, shit, dude, I don't know. I think
Hit
it's C.
Just go for it.
Sure, why not?
Okay. C, final answer?
Yeah. Hey.
Correct! $50,000 you have now earned. And you're one step closer to potentially getting 10 gifted subs.
One of
It is
the
in fact
gerbils
Harvest.
in my brain is still working.
It's working in there.
Just-
You read
The
that
other
book
one fell
20-some
off
years ago, and it was like, this may come in handy 20 years later.
Yeah, it's just like sort of Harvest. Johnson. Then that's it. That was the only two things.
The fact that them saying the Covenant is on Reach, them knowing exactly who they are. All right, $100,000 question now. Which Halo ring did we blow to bits in Halo Combat Evolved? Was it A, Installation 04, B, Installation 02, C, Installation 06, or D, Installation 01?
Shit.
I almost died if you said Reach.
I think it's 4, but I can't remember. Honestly. Again, this is I think the last time I played CE was the first time MCC came out.
You mentioned a lot of people that I've asked for this, they're like, I'm not super big on Halo lore, and I'm like, I know. That actually helps me out a ton. It was like Hidden Xperia, I don't think he's listening right now, but I was legit gonna give him a question where I was like, who is Atriox's right-hand man? And I would be surprised if he knew that. I had to bring up big guns for him.
Who the fuck's Douglas?
Exactly. That's the difference between.
I think I know now since you mentioned he's one of the Spartans from the RTS games, right? From Halo
what were those
Wars?
RTS games called?
Halo Wars. The Halo Wars 1 and 2.
Do you know what that Spartan team was called? That's okay.
Is it? No, you're probably gonna use that as a different thing.
I respect that. Okay. It's either go with the gut or walk.
Well, man, I want to see what the other questions are too. It sucks because I want to see the other MLG ones if there are any. Because there's some good questions you could throw in there. Damn.
Donkey. So characters.
Installation
Halo?
04 sounds fun to say. But it could just as well be 2. It's not 6 or 1. I don't think. I'm gonna say A and probably throw away 5 gifted subs, but I don't care. Do it for the beams.
Do it for the vine. A, final answer?
Yeah, sure.
And you are correct. It is Installation 04. Is the ring we
Neat.
blew to bits as Arbiter watched from his ship going, oh, fuck.
You know my reasoning? Oh, that sounds good. It sounds nice to say. You say any of those other ones, they don't sound nice
Exactly.
to say.
Installation 04, like, that's
sounds
been
nice.
ingrained in our brain because we've been hearing it for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. $100,000 achieved. 3 questions remain. He's got 12 correct. Again, no lifelines. Here we go. $250,000 question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone in chat's like, God, give him some harder questions. Oh my gosh. Even
They don't realize how hard those
here
are
like,
for me, because like I haven't played the games in like
Which
10
one
years.
is it? Oh my God. Who was the elite's name that helped him? Vabadum? Thiel?
What's
Tell
his
him? I
name?
don't even know.
Halfgar or whatever the fuck.
You guys have to
Some
understand,
silly-
not everybody has the same level of Halo lore, and you have to remember that even if you know something that may seem like common knowledge, like, do you know Kinsey at all?
Who, me?
Yeah, Kinsey. Jeff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. One of the first Halo streamers that I met, because a long time ago, but long-time friend, but he, if he's telling the truth, has never played the Halo campaigns. And he's been playing for over 15 years. He's like, yeah, I just never cared to play. I just didn't care about it. I've been playing multiplayer for all this time. And I'm like,
more multiplayer people, and some are more...
Exactly. You just kind of expect everyone to play it once, but he just apparently never even tried.
Yeah, and like me, it's been so long since I've played through the games. So it's like digging up cobwebs, man.
How do you know the fucking HCS prize pool before the first Halo ring that was showed by Chief?
I immediately knew. I was like, CLG won 2016.
Okay, here we go. What Halo ring will we be exploring in Halo Infinite come this holiday? I threw this one in because I want to know if you've been paying attention. Is it A, Alpha Halo? Is it B, Delta Halo? Is it C, Zeta Halo? Or D, Gamma Halo?
I believe it's Delta. B? That's final answer. It's either B or Zeta, but I think it's Delta.
You still have time to think if you want. You can either again, you can walk if you're totally not sure, or you can throw it away.
Your subtle way of saying that I'm wrong.
No, did you jump to that so quickly? I was like, Jesus Christ.
No, I think it's Delta, because I don't remember a mentioning of Alpha or Gamma. The only other one that kind of rings a bell is Zeta, but I think that might be something else from a book or something. I'm not 100% sure, of course. I don't know. I'm going to say Delta. I don't give a shit. See if I'm scared. I'll challenge one shot. B.
I got thruster.
I'm a Halo 5 kid.
Yeah.
We'll see if I remember if I have Throwdown or not.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Delta Halo, final answer.
Sure.
Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm sorry,
is it
man.
Zeta?
That is incorrect. It is, in fact, Zeta Halo. We will be exploring Zeta Halo in Halo Infinite. I'm sorry, guys. Ghost, thank you for playing, my man. That was fun. That was great.
It was fun. Got a lot farther than I thought it would.
Made it
I want to see the other
12 questions in. He just had 3 left, unfortunately. A fresh question caught him. He's got to pay more attention to what's going on in the Halo story. The entire chat's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, that was like a question 5. He's level difficulty.
Yeah, that's
Dog, he's
fair
like,
enough.
Why? It was the easiest question.
Someone did predict 100K.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They did. Well, you got 100K. Unfortunately, you're not walking away with it.
That's fine.
But yes, the correct Halo is Zeta Halo.
Yeah, I'm a multiplayer kid. Of course, I'm gonna challenge whatever it is.
Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I ain't backing down.
I don't care. I'm gonna challenge
I'm gonna respawn.
to the end.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Actually, I don't think you... Yeah, never mind. Cool. All right. Thank you so much for playing. I appreciate your time. I appreciate it all. Hella fun. Not as... was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
No, well, a lot of it's really not there, because I just don't... I'm not a lore person at all, obviously. I don't really care. Heaven forbid, pitchforks away, chat. I don't care. I play to shit on kids in multiplayer. I'm sorry. But I'll play through the campaign once, and then it'll be stored away 10 years later. Oh yeah. Unsubbing. Meanwhile, it'll be people like me that'll go back 10 years later and speedrun the goddamn game on Legendary under 2 hours.
Yeah, literally.
And these nerds are like, he doesn't know installation 04. Meanwhile, they get outshot by a grunt on easy. Fucking come at me, chat.
Oh, Christ. Love it. All right. All right. Oh, I do need to put my focus over here. Crikey. We love it. All right, Ghost. Gotta move on to active. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Definitely, I'll keep you open for future ones. If you want to come back on for Wheel of Fortune, obviously I'll ask you in the future if if you'd be down for that as well. But cool. Any last words?
No, I mean, this is a lot of fun. I appreciate you having me on.
Cool. All right.
No hard feelings, chat.
Yeah, of course not. Friendly competition. GG's all around. All right, guys, we are going to get on over to Active. So, stay tuned. We got Active up next for another round of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Halo Edition. We'll see how far he can make it. Again, fresh set of questions, so none of the questions will be the same in case he's been lurking, like writing everything down, like got it. Yeah, thanks for being here. We'll be right back. Ghost, appreciate you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man.
All right, BRB guys. And now we've got Active. If you guys don't know Active, he's been playing, I believe, competing in Halo for a very, very long time. But Active, you are good to go. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, what you've done, and what's your favorite Halo multiplayer?
What's going on, guys? So I've been a streamer for 7 years plus. I quit my job about 7 years ago to pursue full-time streaming. And I've been a Halo fan since, of course, day number one. My favorite Halo multiplayer, by far, has got to be Halo 2.
I honestly thought you were going to say Halo 3.
No, Halo 2 takes the cake. It really does.
Smart man. Good choice. All right. Welcome, everybody who is just joining us. Again, if you are just joining us from Active's stream, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. This is Nade at Night, a 4-segment monthly show in which it really involves no video games at all. But it is a game show, an interview, a podcast, and a cooking segment, all wrapped up into one, all live once a month. And so this is the game show portion. We're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Halo Edition. I'll explain how that'll all work just in just a second once we get into it. And after this will be an interview with Real Life Spartan, then a podcast with my little brother, and then a cooking segment. We're going to try to successfully cook or air fry some fried chicken. We haven't had much success with it in the past. We're going to try our best to succeed this time, and I'll be darned if air frying chicken is going to be the thing that tests my cooking skills the most. But we've got Active and ready to go. So
let's do this.
Go ahead, start up this game. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling real, I'm feeling confident, I guess.
All right.
My knowledge is limited, but you know what? We're going to go in and we're going to do our thing.
You're going to kill it. I totally believe in you. You got this. Okay. Again, the way this is going to work, there are 15 questions. If he answers 5... Oh, wrong photo. I forgot to change that one moment. One small little thing that I forgot to change. Cool. There he is. All right. So the way it's going to work is there's 15 questions. If he answers the first 5 correct, he will earn himself 1 gifted sub to his channel. And then if he answers the next 5 correctly, that's 5 gifted subs. And then if he answers all 15 correctly in a row, that is 10 gifted subs to his channel. He has a few ways to make it there as well. He's got lifelines, 3 lifelines. He's got 50-50, which will essentially take 2 answers away from the 4 potential answers that he can choose from, making it a little bit easier, giving him a 50-50 chance instead of a 25% chance of being correct. Then he has the Ask the Audience, which this will function differently in the future once I rework it. There was something I wanted to integrate and I wasn't able to, but it'll give him just basically a graph basically giving him the answer. And then the third one is Phone a Friend. And just to confirm, is Nade available or is he not available?
No, he's not. No, he's not. So I'll have to use the chat.
Okay. So in any other case, it could be the case they would have someone on standby watching that might have a little bit of knowledge on it that could jump into VC and they could discuss. But this time around, again, it's going to be anybody from the chat who knows or thinks they know the answer. They will jump into one of the VCs in the nadegod Discord. And then the first person I see, I will drag on in. You'll discuss with Active, kind of maybe explain the answer or let him know what you think it is. And then he'll probably go with your answer, maybe. He gets one of those, all 3 of those lifelines. They can only use one, or all of them, once. Once he's used it, it's gone. And also, if he answers any of them incorrectly, he loses everything, game over. So if he's earned 5 and then question 12 he gets incorrect, gone. But
Sad
after
day.
question 5, Once he's earned something, he has the ability to walk. So if he gets to question 12 and he's like, I have no confidence in this, my lifelines are gone, I'm going to walk. He can walk out with the 5 gifted subs, and he's good. Cool?
Sounds fun.
Cool.
Let's go.
Again, I did work some of the questions around esports and such, so it's not all Halo lore. It's not all, hey, what's line 3, paragraph 5, chapter 3, page 252 in Halo Shadows of Reach. I'm going to know what that Sangheili said. Word 3, sentence 2. Thank you. So
There are people
don't need to
that
worry
know
much
that
about
too,
that. Yeah,
probably.
there's a few Halo lore ones later on, but a good portion of it is Halo esports, and I'm curious on how far back his knowledge extends here.
Oh,
Does he know there's
pressure
a
on me.
campaign? Does he know what a grunt is? Who the hell is Douglas? That's a good question, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. Where my mouse is. Oh, there it is. Got to pull it back over here and get started. Oh, I was wondering where the music was. Whoop. There we go. All right, again, 15 multiple choice questions in a row collected to the win. Use up to 3 lifelines to help you select an answer. 50-50, ask the audience or phone a friend. You can only use one or each one once. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Active, in the booth, ready to go. First time. Let's see how far he progresses and if he can make it farther than Ghost. Ghost made it about 12 questions in. On a 13th question, he unfortunately flubbed it. It was which Halo ring will we be exploring in Halo Infinite?
Yes.
Do you know what that one is?
Yes, Zeta.
There you go. He there was Alpha, Delta, Zeta, and Gamma, and he answered Delta.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting as far as him, but I will do my best.
We'll see.
I hope this is not a short one. I'll do my best.
Well, you got some ways to make it to keep it out. What's Delta from? Halo 2. We landed on Delta Halo in Halo 2. Drop pods flew down, and Cortana was like, "Could we make any more noise?" And then yabba dabba do. All right, here we go. Question 1. What year did Halo 2 release? Your favorite Halo multiplayer. I'm going to be a little bit concerned if you get the first question incorrect, as that's game over. A, 2003,
no.
B, 2004, C, 2002, D, 2005.
Okay, so it does sound weird. Okay, listen to my explanation here. Okay, it does sound weird, but most of my Halo 2 time was in 2005 and into 2006. But I didn't get an Xbox till late. So, okay, I'm gonna go with 2000 and. Oh wait, do I want to use? I don't want to use Lifeline this early. I'm gonna go 2000.
Listen. It is fully on you. Just know, like, if you get this incorrect,
imagine that. Yeah.
If you get this incorrect, you will probably be the only person to hold the record for losing the first question.
Hey, listen. Any press is good press, right?
Yeah, they're the top and you're the bottom. Nobody cares about the people in the middle.
Right. It's got to be 2004. It's got to be 2004. There's no possible way that it's not
Final
2004. Answer? Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm so happy with
Did I
how
scare you there? Did I scare
Yes,
you?
you scared me, dude. I was like, you lagged, and I was like, sir, come. Don't do this to me. I was like, yeah, okay. We start off with easy questions, and here's your easy question. He's like, I might overthink this one.
Yeah, it was a weird one. All right, we got this. I'm ready.
Here's a ghost. I don't know this. It's the only question you've asked so far I know the answer to. Well, there you go, Tap. Oh, hey, Matthew. Hello, guys. Real quick, it is Matthew's birthday here. Agromat here. So if you want to wish him a little happy birthday, go for it. He's turning 22, and I'm turning 22 13 days from now. So,
Oh wow.
if I drunkenly text the Discord having an existential crisis, just ignore it. Let it play out. All right. Before Microsoft purchased Bungie Studios, Halo Combat Evolved was originally going to release on what platform? Windows, Linux, PlayStation, or Mac?
Now, it's D Mac, final answer, but this is an interesting one because I didn't know about this until like 2 years ago when I looked into the history. But yes, D Mac, final answer.
Correct. Good choice. And other people are like, actually, it was actually also going to be multiple platforms, and then when they got bought up, they were sold to the Xbox and yada yada. I've learned a lot even researching these questions, not only in the esports scene, but just Halo in general. About like I knew a lot about Halo 2's crunch, but I learned even more about certain things that Halo CE was like. Halo CE would have had Xbox Live multiplayer, but they were bought up so late, and they had so much crunch that they couldn't put it in.
Wow, I didn't
So
know
if that would have happened earlier, we would have had multiplayer Halo CE.
Interesting. We didn't have to use Xbox Connect or whatever it was.
Fucking LAN, yeah. Okay. You're 2 questions down, 13 to go. Here we go. At the 2016 Halo 5 World Championship, who was titled the Mega Bloks Tournament MVP? Was it A, Nade, B, Flamesword, C, Snipedown, or D, L-Town?
C, Snipedown's final answer. Wait. Yes. Wait. I said final answer. Does that count as a push through?
I'm not super strict on it now. Like, you got time
Okay.
if you want to rethink something. Like if you're having second thoughts, where you're like, well, wait a minute. You still have your lifelines. Yada yada yada. Do whatever you want to do.
Yep. C, Snipedown. Final answer.
Are you final on that? Because you seem
Yes.
like your
100% final.
heart is in somewhere else.
It's hard because I know in 2016. I don't know if Snipedown was on EG in 2016 at that point. I'm not.
No,
I know
this is the tournament MVP. This isn't like the winner of the Halo 5 World Championship. This is like who was titled Mega Bloks Tournament MVP.
Okay, we're gonna. All right, we're gonna use Lifeline. 50-50, please.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
This early. This is not what I expected. All right. Of course. Of course.
Well, you got screwed there, didn't you?
See, Nade and I are pretty good friends. So if it is Nade, he's gonna be very upset that I don't know that it's Nade.
He might come in here and say,
Yeah,
Sir!
right.
I don't think I'm
man.
going to buy you ice cream anymore because we don't seem to be very good friends.
I don't remember the Mega Bloks Tournament MVP. I really don't remember that part of the. I don't know why.
Mega Bloks
Maybe-
is just a title. It's literally
right. But the tournament MVP usually comes at the end of the tournament. I don't know why. Why I wouldn't know that, because I remember very clearly watching almost that entire tournament. Oh my goodness. I was
If you're
hoping
unsure,
it would.
you still have 2 more lifelines.
Yeah, I was just hoping it would take out Snipedown if it wasn't him, because
That would have helped a lot.
right, because then I would have known it was Nade. But like, oh boy, there's no possible way I'm using 2 on this question, but I don't want to leave
Hey,
early
you can
either.
do whatever you
I
feel is
know.
best, my boy. Like if you got to use 2 here and just crank out the next 10 questions, it's all good.
Imagine.
Sometimes question 3 is hard for you, but easy for someone else, and then question 10 is like, oh, I know that one, and someone else is like, what the fuck? What?
All right. All right, we're gonna use the second one. We're gonna use the second lifeline. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and see here. See what the audience thinks. You don't have to worry about chat. Again, I'm going to be implementing this. I'm going to be changing it up in the future where I will put the chat up on screen and they can just spam whatever answer they think it is. The fake audience, 88% of them think it's A. 12% think it's C.
We're gonna go with A. Final answer. I'm embarrassed. I didn't know that. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. Listen,
I threw
I'm
you a rope,
comeback
man.
kid.
I really did. You jumped that
did.
snipe down so
You
quickly. I was
did.
like, sir,
Yeah, you did.
don't do this to yourself.
Listen, I'm a comeback kid, okay? I've been known as one. We got this. We're going all the way. I've got confidence. We got this.
Why can't this
All
be
right.
my $100,000 question? Yeah, that's a good point. All right, on to question 4. Who won the 2012 Halo 4 FFA Global Championship? Is it A, I Got Your Pistola, B, Ace, C, Straight Sick, or D, Formal?
Ace. Final answer, B.
Correct.
That was a great tournament to watch, and I didn't like Halo 4 very much.
Dude, that was insane. Like,
Yeah, it was
I
great.
was 13 years old. I think I was 13 years old, and I was like, what the Ace has changed so much since then. That man went
yeah,
from like a
he
bowl
has.
cut looking man to just
That's
like
crazy.
that's insane. Okay. $500 secure. On to question 5. This is the one gifted sub question. If you get this correct, you've earned yourself one gifted sub to your channel. What was the total prize pool for the 2012 Halo 4 FFA Global Championship? Again, I apologize. There are no money symbols or commas. Unfortunately, this is not able to be formatted like that, but here we go. Is it A, $500,000, B, $1 million, C, $300,000, or D, $800,000? 2012 Global Championship. What were Ace and Pistola fighting for?
Oh.
And if you're unsure, you still have still got one lifeline
Yeah.
left. You can always, use that, help someone get you over the checkpoint,
Over the very
over
large
the bare
hump.
minimum. And then you can walk from there.
I remember what Ace won, but I don't remember
This is total.
the
Like
total. Right,
total,
this is
total.
everybody. Yes.
Sure, I feel like it would be plastered everywhere.
Yes.
How much funding do you think Microsoft gave 343 for Halo 4?
Right.
That's the
man.
question. Halo 4 did not have any sort of microtransactions besides the map packs. What
All right.
crumbs did they throw their way?
I'm gonna use the last one. I have to do it. I had to use the last
right.
one already. Yep.
Here is a Discord link. First person to jump into a VC, just a random one, in the Discord, who knows the answer or who thinks they know the answer to help Active out and has a working microphone will be brought in. You can discuss with Active and you'll be thrown out. First person. 3 minutes later, nobody shows up. They're like, I don't fucking know.
Help me. Help me get
Okay.
past the.
I see somebody. Oh, I hate when it does that. Crikey. All right. Oh, I did. Now they're gone. Anybody at all? Is anyone willing to help Active with this question? Does anybody know it or think they know it? I know, but I actually need to use the I know it, but I need to use the bathroom. Sorry, Active. I gotta go. Give them a little bit more time to maybe get in there, because I know it's a little bit of a process to get into the Discord. They gotta accept some terms and all that jazz. If you're just getting in the Discord, you do have to accept the stuff. Call Ace. He's crying. I mean, if you want, you can pull Ace.
I lost a lot of friends on this night. I'm just like, we're not
This
talking to
fucking
you
guy
anymore.
doesn't know jack shit. Doesn't know my prize pool that I fought for. Didn't know I was MVP. Excuse me? God. Someone walks up to you. Forgot I won a Nobel Peace Prize? Bro,
Right,
the biggest
right.
accomplishment of my life. I thought we were friends. It's literally in my room.
No one's gonna help me out. Come on, guys. Just come in here and help me out. You gotta help me. I know one of you knows. Do me a favor.
Okay, I see there is someone. Okay,
Okay.
here we go. Hyper.
Hello.
Yo, can you hear me?
We can. You got 30 seconds. Discuss.
All right, man. Help me out here.
I just trust 300,000.
I figured that. Okay.
Yeah,
You got your
100%
heart set
sure.
on that.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
All right.
Okay.
I'm trusting you because I that was the number I thought too, but I didn't want to guess. All right. So C, 300,000. Final answer.
You're correct. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
he
you.
has achieved
No problem, Active.
one gifted sub. Hyper-Tactical, thank you so much. Appreciate the help there. Getting him over
No problem.
the first checkpoint.
All right,
Don't
ladies.
die over there. Don't die, man. It's gonna be okay.
I make these questions and I'm like, I think they'll make it to question 10. And if I'm lucky, if they know certain things that I don't expect them to know, they'll make it a little bit farther.
Yeah. The opposite here.
I was like,
We got
Active's
this.
been in the biz for a while. He knows
A long
this is
time.
competitive.
But you have to understand, every kid that you have, you lose like 10 years of memory. So like, I'm like
That's
way
fair.
negative
Yeah,
right now.
you're all your memories just gone at this point.
It's just all gone. You got this.
Tell him that's to repay him for that raid forever ago. There you go. Boom.
There you go.
All right, it's hard to remember, Nade. All right. Listen, I gave you guys time to brush up on your your lore, your Halo esports
did.
lore here. But here we go.
You did.
Question 2000. How many playable missions are there in Halo 3? 10, 8, 11, or 9 playable missions. Playable missions. And I
Okay, so
believe,
it's-
I could be wrong,
yeah.
but because we made it to the threshold, I think it gave you a 50-50 back. There are a few
Oh.
rules about this game that I don't know, so if I think we can,
Look at that.
reuse that.
So like they're saying like you're terrible, so we're gonna give you a little help. Got it. Cool.
Basically.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I like I said, my memory's terrible. And so because I played all of these when I was a child, I've been replaying them recently, and we're currently on the end of Halo 2. So if we were on Halo 3 already, I would have known this because Halo 2 we're just about finished with. I'm gonna go with 10. 10. We're gonna use the 50-50, Nade. We're gonna use the 50-50.
Okay.
They gave it to me. I'm gonna use it.
Okay. You might as well. At this point, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well, right?
Okay.
If it picks the two that I'm considering. Okay, 10. 10, final answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, is he correct? Are there 10 playable missions in Halo 3?
Better not be an uneven number. I think it is.
I'm sorry, man.
It is
There
an
are
uneven
9.
number.
There is a cutscene that pumps it up to 10, but there are 9 playable missions
9
in
missions.
Halo 3.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's it.
Tried your best. Tried
Bible
your
thumps.
best. The correct answer was, in fact, 9.
Feels bad.
It does feel bad. Don't worry though. I will keep you in consideration. If
This
for
was
some
great,
reason
dude.
the people that have never been on are like, all busy, I'll be like, let's bring Active back on. Let's give that man a second chance, okay?
This
Be
time I'll
like
study. I'll go to
Sport
the
Ninja
Halo
Warrior,
library.
like I lost the first time, but I trained a lot, came back, I'm ready to crush it, and then they lose again.
Right.
Well,
I
the first
appreciate the
obstacle-
opportunity. This is fun. This is a really, really fun time. A really great
Cool.
idea. So
Appreciate it.
that was awesome.
All right. Well, that is segment number 2. Or sorry, not segment number 2. Game number 2 from Active. Ended a little bit early, so we might actually I'll close this out and we might hang out for just a little bit. I know Real Life Spartan is going to be ending his stream here in about 20 minutes, and then we'll be jumping on a little interview with him, but I will use that time to also just basically get out of this very hot suit and get everything prepped and ready. But all right, guys, Active tried his best. Unfortunately, he could not make it all the way there, but it's okay. We can do this. We do this monthly. We can bring him back on whenever we like. We'll bring him back maybe on mid-time next year. Be like, hey, have you used any of the past 8 months to your advantage, or 12 months, whatever. But all right, appreciate it. Active. Any last words?
Oh, thank you so much for doing this. It's a great idea, and I appreciate the opportunity. And it was good to thank you for the chat that helped. And it was good to try and answer some questions. We'll be back again, and we'll do way better next time. I promise.
He's gonna be up on those Wikipedias daily.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I need to know all of this information. I hate it because there were so many good esport questions I had in yours. At least like half of them.
I guarantee I could answer them too.
Yeah,
Up,
absolutely.
towards the top.
There were some
Watch that.
final boss questions. There were. I was so
That
ready.
was definitely my time period.
Yep.
2006, 2007. That was where I was heavy in there.
I'll keep them just for you for next time. Okay, because you haven't seen them.
Right.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
guys. Active, Nadegod, game show portion up next. Unfiltered with Real Life Spartan. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the game show portion of Nade at Night. Stay tuned. Unfiltered is next.